Hey, this is Pizza Dude Man. By request, these are my top 5 S supports for Hinata in Fire Emblem Fates. Like Laszlo, most of Hinata's supports already have a romantic flair to them. He's not flirtatious per se, but he falls in love easily and is quick to compliment women. However, he is earnest, and he genuinely loves helping people with their problems. Even more than that, he loves fighting. He's probably one of the most battle-obsessed characters in the game. Between those qualities, my favorite supports for Hinata are ones that are particularly cute, or ones that involve a lot of sparring. And these are my top 5. Number 5. Hana. Here's another example in this series of two characters that are incredibly similar. They both love sparring and honing their swordsmanship, they're both retainers and basically best friends with their lieges, they're both blunt, straightforward, and honest, and they're both renowned samurai. As for their support conversations, it's about sparring, of course. The two spend pretty much every support trying to beat each other in between compliments. I know for a lot of people this is their favorite support for Hinata, but the thing that holds me back from absolutely loving it is that one of the big topics of their supports is basically whether or not Hinata is sexist. To me, it just feels like a can of worms that's out of place to open here. Number 4. Corrin. I put this support on my top 5 for Corrin as well, and I'm pretty much going to say the same reasons as I did before. First off, this is the support where we get the full story of Hinata's motivations as a character. Second, although it's only a bit, Hinata also learns some of Corrin's past, so the two develop a relationship beyond just fighting together. Lastly, the main topic of their supports is, once again, sparring, with Hinata and Corrin competing against each other and also training together. Fighting is Hinata's passion, so I always enjoy supports like this that can incorporate that passion. Number 3. Rika. To me, this is basically the better version of Hinata and Hana. Does it delve deep into the characters' backstories and reason for fighting? Nope, it's just two warriors fighting each other. It doesn't dive into emotional stuff, and Rika wouldn't want that anyway. In fact, compared to many other characters, Rika needs very little encouragement to spend time with Hinata, cause all he wants to do is fight, and Rika loves to fight! They fight and fight and fight and fight and fight! The two spar, learn from each other, enjoy talking with each other, and eventually fall in love. It's a fun support that really fits both characters. Number 2. Felicia. This one's a bit unusual on my list since the two never spar or talk about fighting at all, but it is such a cute support I had to include it. I already talked about this one at length in my top supports for Felicia video, but this support highlights Hinata's other defining character trait, his genuine love for helping people. It starts with Felicia feeling discouraged from not being able to perform her duties as a maid, so Hinata suggests that she takes a break and does something special that she's good at to help build her confidence. This leads to a unique set of supports where Felicia practices her ice manipulation powers, which is something we don't see in any other support, and the two start competing and working together to create fantastic ice sculptures with their respective talents. The thing that really makes this support is how often the two praise and flirt with each other during the conversations, which isn't unusual for Hinata, but it really shines in this support in particular. I think this is easily one of the best romantic lead-in supports of the whole game. Number 1. Honoka. Like most of my number 1s, this one feels like the support that combines all the elements I like for the character I'm talking about. Honoka is another character that is very well known for her fighting skills, and their supports immediately start with Hinata complimenting her while witnessing her train. Now, while Hinata and Honoka never actually spar in their supports, they still feel like two very similar characters to me. They're both masters of their weapons and dedicate their time to that mastery, and they both have reputations as fierce warriors. Even though they may be seen as hot-headed, neither of them are truly reckless in battle. If Honoka did have a flaw, it's that she feels like she has to shoulder her burdens alone, possibly because her retainers are incompetent and lazy. This is the focus of Hinata and Honoka's supports. Honoka is straining herself to meet her own expectations, and it's Hinata who comes to her rescue by helping her with her work and taking care of her when she's exhausted herself. The two develop a really nice, well-built, trusting relationship with each other. Their S-support is the icing on the cake. We're used to seeing Hinata fall in love, but many of Honoka's S-supports have her acting shy or even unsure of a romantic relationship. Here, Honoka openly admits her feelings, a great indication to me that these are two characters that have really fallen in love. That's it for my top 5 S-supports in Fire Emblem Fates for Hinata. Let me know what you think in the comments below, which pairings are your favorite, and which Fire Emblem Fates character you'd like to see next time. Thanks for watching!